Hello and welcome to the Gallatin County Video News. I'm Jennifer Cervellis. Rain-slicked roads may have played a role in a fatal crash that sent 2 other people to the hospital last Saturday. William Beach, 19, of Florence, was pronounced dead at the scene. Beach was heading eastbound in a 1995 Chevrolet Cavalier and slid out of control on a curve in the road. Investigators said he struck a 1997 Chevrolet Blazer driven by Deborah Baxter of Sparta. Her husband, Alan Baxter, was a passenger in the vehicle. Police said Beach struck the Baxter vehicle on the passenger side of the SUV. The damage caused by the crash trapped Deborah Baxter inside the vehicle after the crash. After being freed, Deborah Baxter was flown to University Hospital in Cincinnati with injuries that were said to be non-life-threatening. Her husband was transported to St. Elizabeth in Florence for treatment. Investigators said that no drugs or alcohol were suspected in the crash. All the victims were said to be wearing seatbelts at the time of the crash. Police said that rain was the likely factor that caused the wreck. Verizon Wireless is in talks with the city of Warsaw to put a cell phone antenna on the Blue Water Tower next to the schools. Verizon has offered $800 per month to rent the space. Kentucky Utilities' new waste dump is being put on Montgomery Road. Many of the people who live around the proposal site have no clue that this dangerous toxic dump is being put right next door. Gallatin County Video News reporter Johnny Masters has been covering the story and has more details on the situation.
For the last 3 weeks, I've been doing a report about the sludge pond coming in Gent. The deal's been rumored to be between $30 million and $89 million, and it's expected to be built over 600 acres in both Carroll and Gallatin County. I interviewed local citizens who live on Montgomery Road. So you heard about the new sludge pond that KU has proposed putting on Montgomery Road?
Yes.
Probably about half a mile behind you?
Yes.
Oh, what do you think about it?
I'm not too happy with it. I mean, because I don't know, what it's going to be polluting or if it's dangerous or, you know. I mean, because they're not giving no info, about it. So.
Well, there's actually been studies down in southern Kentucky in December of last year. There was arsenic and boron and lithium that was seeping out of these sludge ponds that was getting into the drinking water of local neighbors. So, from what I hear, even about on Earthwatch, they said in 5 years they should all be phased out and there shouldn't even be any out here because just how dangerous they are.
Yeah.
So if you could, would you stop it from coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could. I don't know how much good my say would be, But
right. Well, you think your Judge Executive Kenny French will stop it if he doesn't like it?
I doubt it.
Well, I'm really good in with Kenny French. Me and my father is, which would be, wise. I'd like to speak to him about this whole thing. All this here, I don't think he'll allow it if a few people get together on it.
Well, if people get together, he may not allow it.
Well, Kenny French, he's got a farm of his own.
Well, then he'd probably try to stop it.
I
don't know him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know how most politicians are.
Kenny French, he really turns out to be a good, executive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know.
He's all up for, common good. He's the one that runs the county barn, where they go out and they replant the trees.
Oh, okay.
He tries to help out the nature, as much as he can.
I also spoke with Carroll County Judge Executive Harold Shorty Tomlinson and the Mayor of Gent, William Mumphrey. Here's what they had to say about the development. So there's an ash landfill that's coming in to the eastern part of Carroll County, western part of Gallatin, right on the line, right behind KU. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't. Well, I've heard about it, but I don't have no details of it.
No one's told you anything about it?
No,
No one's notified you?
No.
You haven't read it in the papers?
Get it
I think you'd
out.
vote no against it.
I probably would, if it came to a vote and I had that right, I would vote no. But I would have to consider where they would put it.
Right.
They might have already looked at it from that point of view. That might be the best place to put it.
Yeah.
That close to the city or that close to people.
What do you, if it come up for a vote to change the zoning from, I'm not sure how it works.
Actually,
and I want to get into that too.
Okay, there's actually no zoning.
There's no zoning in Carroll County?
Carroll County has no zoning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
They've got to go through just a ton of permitting processes through Corps of Engineers, Air Quality, the EPA, Division of Water.
Right.
There's so many layers that they'll have to go through, and I think the company itself has a responsibility to talk to the general public about it, which I believe that KU will do. I think they're going to give them and the news media some access to what they have here. Yes. And you know, the big concern is not having a catastrophe like we've seen down in Tennessee.
Right.
And the amount of devastation that was down there to that region. And it's my understanding that the type ponds that they're building somewhat differs from what happened in Tennessee. So I guess when you break that down, they'll have to do a good job of explaining what it is exactly and how it differs from the way they did that one in Tennessee,
right.
To give the general public a much better comfort level about it.
Gallatin County Magistrate Eric Moore said he hadn't heard about it and he needed more information before he could make up his mind. I tried to interview another Gallatin County Magistrate, Joe Schinkel, but we couldn't get our schedules to coincide. 2 days before Governor Beshear was visiting the Kentucky Speedway in Sparta, I called Kenny French's office for an interview and was told that Mr. French would be on vacation for the next 3 weeks. I couldn't leave a message in Gallatin County Magistrate Jeff Wallace's mailbox since it was full, and Magistrate Dudley Goyen's phone was disconnected. Gallatin County passed zoning restrictions several years ago. With zoning, our representatives are able to vote no on a zoning change. KU Eon is going to ask the county council to change the zoning from agricultural to industrial. Queen City Barrels development was able to be stopped several years ago, according to Shorty Tomlinson. Because of zoning, the county can leverage KU Eon to pay a dirty tax, get the local property owners more money, and make sure the development adheres to safety regulations. These are 4 suggestions from the president of the EPA. We should completely dry out the sludge pond. We should seal the ash in a landfill with a double liner of clay. There should be groundwater monitoring. And we need a collection system in case the toxins leak out. Being that Eon, the German company that owns KU, is a multinational global Titans 50 corporation, it has deep pockets and should be able to construct this development safely. The answers to my questions would fall on the shoulders of my local county administrator of planning and zoning, Denny French, also the deputy judge executive. So far, my questions have remained unanswered. The sludge pond hasn't been built yet, though the word on the street is that a deal has already been brokered, and it's going through July 24th in 6 days, without a public debate and without many local residents and several magistrates not knowing about it. This is an ongoing report and will be updated as soon as new information is received.
That's our news for this Saturday, July 18th, 2009. And if you have a news idea, you can email us at news@gcvideonews.com. I'm Jennifer Sorellis. Thanks for watching.